Hey my lovelies, welcome back to another episode of the Euro Cooking Canuck. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And a big shout out to all my new subs. Welcome guys, and of course a welcome back to all my current subs. Guys, on today's segment of Clearly Canadian, I want to show you a pub comfort classic. This really reminds me of going to the tavern, having a few pints, and eating this beautiful, beautiful beef dip. Sometimes it's known as a French dip, but whatever you call it, I call it good. Guys, we're gonna make this in a slow cooker, so it's easy peasy, no fuss, no muss. Let's get in the kitchen and make this beautiful beef dip. Let's go, eh? Hey guys, welcome to the kitchen countertop. As usual, all of the ingredients and the amounts I'm using will be below in the description bar. Just click show more. So what I have here guys is our beef. Now I'm using sirloin. You can use a shoulder, which would be really, really great. Don't worry, it's going to be stewed long enough to be fork tender. So I've washed these and I just want to give them a bit of a pat dry. Now my butcher didn't have one piece of the size I want, which is fine because they were on sale, they were on offer. So I just had to get a couple to equate to the amount that I need for this recipe. And most of the fat has been trimmed off. You do want a bit of beautiful marbling in here. Right, so now that these are patted dry, we're gonna go ahead and season these. So just a bit of sea salt, some cracked black pepper, and just a little bit of garlic granules. So season both sides guys, put some olive oil in your pan, get it nice and hot, and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I have some good olive oil in my pan here and it's getting hot. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and add our beef. And I'm going to make room like this was one large piece. Great. So what you're going to want to do is we're just looking for it to be brown on all sides. You don't need to make a crust, you don't need to have it very dark, and we're not looking for it to be cooked all the way through, obviously. Just brown your beef, and then we're going to take this and put it into the crock pot. Alright guys, I'm browning my beef. Make sure you get all sides of the beef, even the side pieces. I'll let this go for a couple of moments more, and then we'll transfer it into our slow cooker. Smells great. Alright guys, my meat is browned enough to my liking, so what I'm going to do is transfer this to my slow cooker here. Smells beautiful, looks great. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the heat down on low. And we're going to add some onions. So what I got here are some sliced onions in half moons. I'm using red and white. Put them in, and we're going to get these nice and caramelized, and then I'll bring you back. Alright guys, our onions are done. And they have a lovely caramely color to them. You don't want to blacken them or anything like that. Just pile them in. Smells so good in here, guys. I don't need to tell you. Fried onions, beef. Oh, garlic. Get every last drop out. Now guys, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients to our crock pot and we're going to turn it on. Again, guys, all of the ingredients amounts will be below. Click show more. So what I have in here is some garlic granules. I have some dried onion flakes and some smoky paprika. Guys, you need to use the smoky paprika for this. If you're not a fan of smoky paprika, I understand. Just use your favorite paprika. That all goes in. Then what I have here is some thyme, some Montreal steak spice, and if you don't have Montreal steak spice where you live, you can omit it, use your favorite barbecue spice. And I have just a bit of brown sugar. I don't want this too sweet, but I want to counteract the salt in here. Oh, it smells so good already, that smoky with the sweet. Wow. Right, then I have a bit of soy sauce. I'm using dark. You use what you like. I have some beef stock. All of this is smelling awesome, guys, awesome. Sorry about that loud car. And I have a beef bouillon cube, which I've just crumbled up in there. And then good old Lee and Parents Worcestershire sauce. That's going in. Finally, guys, just a couple of bay leaves. All right. Now, if you like, you can give this a mix up. Wow, the smell, oh my gosh. We haven't even started cooking. Now guys, you have an option. You can put this on low, let it go for like 8 hours or overnight. Or you can put it on high and check on it in about 3 to 4 hours. What you're looking for is for obviously the beef to be fork tender, meaning you can use a fork and pull the beef apart. Okay, so plugging this in, I'll see you guys in a few hours. I'll grab a couple of drinks and we'll chat then. Hey my friends, at this point my slow cooker has been on high for a little over 4 hours, let's say 4.5 hours. I've turned my slow cooker off at this point and I'm going to open up the top and I'm going to take out the beef because it's become very, very soft. It's falling apart, guys. And I promised you fork tender. And there you go. Tender. Very tender. So what I want to do is just simply not shred my pork, or my beef rather. It's beef, not pork. I just want to kind of rip it into some chunks. At this point, guys, it's so tender, it doesn't take much effort. So I'm going to continue with my beef like this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it back into the slow cooker just to heat through a little bit because I've had this off for a bit. And all that's left to do, guys, oh my gosh, look at that, is assemble. And I'll be back when we do that. Alright guys, I've put the broken up or shredded beef back into my slow cooker. I'm going to place this on just the keep warm setting, but in the meantime I have a half-baked baguette here. You can find these in many grocery stores and bakeries, and basically it's, well, half-baked. So what you can do is pop this into the oven, follow the manufacturer's instructions. It usually takes about 7 minutes or so, and we want to get this finished off baking and nice and hot, and I'll show you what I do with it then. So put your meat on keep warm, and bake your bread. Guys, if you're using a store-bought baguette and you want to heat it up, a little trick, sprinkle some water on it and place it in the oven. It'll come out like it's freshly baked. Alright, and then we'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, my baguette is out of the oven. It's still quite warm, but what I'm going to go ahead and do is slice it open. Oh, crunchy on the outside and soft in the middle. Now, because my baguette, you can see the steam, is still quite warm, what I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm going to add some provolone cheese. You can use mozzarella, use your favorite cheese, guys, but it's really good with provolone. So I'm going to place my provolone on here. I'm going to just pop this under the grill for a couple of minutes in the broiler and just get this a little bit melted, and we'll be back. Oh, are you kidding me, guys? That took a second or so just to get our cheese melted. So what I'm going to do now is go ahead and pile on the beef. Remember that commercial in the 80s, if you're from North America, where that elderly lady was asking where the beef was? It's here, lady. Oh my God. Oh, guys, look at that. Really? Oh. Look at that. Beautifulness. So, gonna give this a cut in half. What I did earlier was I put some of our jus in this little bowl. I strained it through a small little sieve, a strainer. Let's give this a try. That's awesome. I'm not talking because this is so good. You need to try this. The beef is so tender, juicy. The jus, perfect. This baguette is nice and crunchy and crusty, but soft in the middle. Once it hits that hot jus, guys, you don't need anything else. Maybe a few chips. Let's get some chips. Throw them on, just like in the tavern. Oh yeah. Salt and vinegar. Guys, all you need is a little bit of time to make this recipe. It makes itself. You throw everything in the slow cooker and sit back and relax until it's time to eat. Guys, please try this. You're gonna love it. All the ingredients will be below. All right, enough. Please like, share, comment. I love all your comments. My Facebook page will be below. I want to see you guys over there. Please, I post more than just my videos. And until next time, we'll see you on Clearly Canadian here with the Euro Cooking Canuck. Ciao guys, I'm gonna eat. Few pics to follow.